Thank you so much for joining us on this segment. Spotlight on Team Singapore Athletes with Voices. And I'm with Team Singapore Silat Exponent, Khadijah, and of course John with me as well. And Khadijah, first of all, in this segment we're talking about how athletes give back to the community. How important is it for you to give back to the community?
I feel like it's important because as athletes with voices, we have to take full responsibility to actually not depend on our cleaners and on other workers for our basic cleaning habits. Instead, we should take the responsibility and take personal precautions such as taking your own temperature before training, before school and before work, and have to ensure that you are well and keep fit during this very shaky period of ours. Yeah.
You speak about, giving back to the community and like taking the responsibility away from cleaners, and I think the Singapore Silat team have done something like that recently at the OCBC Arena. What did you do?
Well, my coaches and a few of our athletes actually sanitized the whole training area at OCBC Arena Hall 4. What we did was we wiped down everything. After every usage of our training equipment, we have to wipe down with Dettol, and we have to ensure that it's all clean before the next training. Yeah, and I think I should shout out to the Singapore Silat Federation staff.
Obviously, it's a shaky period, as you said, but how have you been coping with this period right now?
I think to most of us it's negative, but I feel like we should find the positive in it, to embrace every moment that you have, so you make do with everything that you got. So for example, trainings got cancelled, so you do your own training. All you gotta do is take that one extra step to be more careful. I think during this period of time, you should practice hygiene practices, that's very important. That's the extra step that you should do. And I mean, thanks to the COVID, now that everyone is, it's an eye-opener for everyone to actually see how important to practice all of this.
Yeah, absolutely, you're right.
Yeah, speaking of community earlier, I understand you were part of a group of athletes recently who wrote well wishes, was it? On cards for frontliners and healthcare workers, was it? How important do you think is that as a Team Singapore athlete, as athletes as a whole, showing that support for our frontliners?
First of all, I would like to thank all the healthcare staffs, especially our frontline fighters. They are heroes without capes, and I feel like it's well deserving for them to receive those kind of words, because what they are doing is not what everyone can do, and they are really putting up a brave upfront that not most of us can do. You see, especially facing something that's invisible, and I think it's safe to say that it's a monster, and to go against it, you have to really take a lot of courage. And for them to actually miss home just to stay at work, for us, it's something that really touching, especially with the mindset and with the purpose to help keep Singapore safe. And I think for all the words that's written in that card, and for that giving back, it's well deserving.